my story is kind of interesting because it's a little circular. So when I was in my early 20s, I was really interested in food justice and local food and how we can use food as an opportunity for community economic development. And I took what I learned in university and became a farmer. And one of my first experiences here was as a vendor. So I grew vegetables and I sold in a direct market place here at St. Norbert in the early 2000s. Before there was a canopy, there was just a tent, and there was lots of different vendors. I always try and support other women in that position. I think that it's an empowering place to come from, is to recognize that women in business need to be seen and supported. And so we try really hard each week to make sure that there's space and visibility for women in this marketplace in Manitoba. As you can see here today, there's a lot of booths that are run by women. We try and make sure that we have some flexible schedules around their childcare or other things. So I feel like it's my job to not necessarily think about my own work, but to help other women in rising up, and my staff are also great at that. Yeah, I mean, I think that anytime that you're dealing with a lot of people, there's lots of challenges. So there's lots of different dynamics running such a place, like a large event every single week. And so I think anybody, regardless of who you are, would still face challenges where we kind of come together as a small city. Women generally are really creative in how they use their businesses as a platform for their own creative endeavors. So again, you see a lot of women here who are operating booths and small businesses who are already running either their home as a business or supporting their partner in business. Agriculture is the culture of how we grow and eat food. And so it's really elemental in thinking that this is a place where all of that can connect. We do have connections with various agriculture extensions and then organizations like you folks who are encouraging kind of venture-based programs through the Women's Enterprise Center or through Food and Beverage Manitoba, through the Manitoba Women in Agriculture and Food. So organizations that can all help network and collaborate and build together. And then advertising through various means, through our social media channels, word of mouth as well is so important in Manitoba. It is really cool to see so many young farmers in Manitoba. When I first started to farm, there was not very many of us. And so it's nice to see organizations that are supporting young farmers and young food producers, or not even young, but maybe just emerging. So trying out something in their later years who are starting up a new food business. That's really encouraging to see. And it's great to, again, connect the dots and build that community, because it unlike maybe more of a corporate marketplace where there's a competitive edge, I would say it's more of a collaborative edge